So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Matsushita, Ilott and Jack Aitken. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. And hello to everyone joining us here in Silverstone this weekend as the drivers make their final preparations for today's race. The grid is forming up and we're getting ready for what promises to be a real spectacle. 5 miles out from Towcester, this icon of British motorsport heritage comprises 18 corners over 3.6 miles of circuit. Silverstone has been through several changes over its lifetime, with the start line now leading into Abbey, a fast right-hander for turn 1. But still there, of course, is the circuit's most famous and iconic sequence of corners, starting at Maggots, turn 10. Joining me today in the commentary box is former 2012 GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi. We all know the circuit so well, Davide. What's got your attention today?
Always a pleasure, Alex. Everyone looks forward to Silverstone, and with such an intriguing grid, I think the fans will be excited for the start of today's race. We know these young drivers are hungry to prove themselves. Hopefully, we'll be seeing some more history being made today.
As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race. An immense lap from Nobuharu Matsushita yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Callum Ilott in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Aitken, Alesi, Guan Yu Zhou, and King, Correa, Boccolacci, Schumacher, Antoine Hubert, Tete Camara, De Vries, Tatiana Calderon, and Mazepin, Delatraz, Beauchamp, Giotto, and Nicholas Latifi. Raghunathan and Aprema rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching. That's a decent start. Good job. Okay, good work. Great pass. advantage. Okay, you're in the top 10. Has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far. Place back. made behind is 2.3 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. Okay, watch the aggression, please. We don't want to lose places because of a penalty. Good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Congratulations to Charus then for their excellent win today. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
I think this race was won thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can, it's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over an entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the tires, that's where they won today.
Looks like they're on their way out onto the podium now, and what a result this is. A popular one with the crowd as well. Great stuff to see the Charus team on top here today. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. A strong race then for our championship leader that's extended their advantage at the top of the standings. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
It's a difficult call, but I'm going to give it to the Prema driver. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone did a better job today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.